Y'all, you already know what it is. These women are wilding again. Shout out to homie Levi Nix for the video. Looks like we got women complaining about how men don't go clubbing no more. Like his comment, subscribe to your boy, man. Help him out against the algorithm. And let's see what they talking about.
Is clubbing dead everywhere? Like, is it just LA? Because no one goes clubbing anymore. Like, no one even wants to go out. None of my friends have been to the club. I haven't been to a club in months. What happened to clubbing?
In short,
Here's what happened to clubbing. Men are sick and tired of paying for drinks for women that aren't bucking them. That's simple as that, bro. Dudes are done.
You are broaching the right now. I just want to say that New York club culture, everyone's complaining about, oh my god, New York club culture is dead. Why is it dead? Why is it dead? It's because these musty, dusty bouncers that are these stupid, like Musica, sorry, they said for two girls, yeah? $150. Is everyone well?
But y'all wanted equality, though, I thought. Thought you wanted equality.
Are we okay?
I love how everything is always the man's fault. Club is dead. Oh, it's because these dusty bouncers, man. They have the audacity to charge us. I swear, man, all these videos, it's just women. They just hit the wall and just don't know how to handle it. Because I'm sure the fine shorties still are going to the club for free and still getting to the front of the line. But I see what it is. It's these 35-year-old and plus prods complaining. So y'all shouldn't be at the club anyways. You should be at the crib taking care of your man.
We said, oh, we hate ourselves, so we can do 40. They said, no, 50.
And your kids.
There's no one here. There's no line watch. Right. That establishment, they said 50.
You got to realize, though, when the club's making you pay to get in, you know what that means, right?
Yeah, tell him, bro. Tell him. Tell him.
Really close. Get in here. You know what that means, right?
Tell him. They don't know. You got to tell them.
It's simple. Really.
Tell him.
It means you're beat. That's what it means.
50 each.
all of this complaining.
Yeah, dude, you're beat. If they're making you pay to get in, you're beat. I hate to break it to you, but that's what it is.
What is the biggest ick in a girl?
The biggest ick in a girl is when she doesn't buy me a drink. I look at her, and she looks at me, and I go, "You buy me a drink?" She goes, "No." And I'm like, "What the f-?
Respect. You know, why is it that we always have to buy the drinks?
Let's change culture. Men have feelings too."
Okay.
This is what it is now, is that women screamed equality so much that now men are expecting to be courted and to be bought things for. I've got a couple buddies that are single, and they're like around my age, and that's seriously what they think. They're like, well, I don't want to just take her out and pay for everything. I want to be wined. I want to be dined. I want her to take me out. I want her to pay for stuff. And I'm like, bro, what? At least for me, I'm pretty traditional. Like, I'm not saying pay for everything, but if you're willing to date a girl, you should be probably willing to pay for the first date. But these days, it's not really a thing. Because the thing is, even if you pay for the first date, more than likely this girl's going out on other dates.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I tell men now, when I was dating, I was paying for first dates. But now I tell guys to go 50-50. Bro, go 50-50. Because the thing is, she's probably dating other dudes. And if a woman's willing to go 50-50 with you, it actually tells you that she's into you. It's a good benchmark to see if she's actually dating you seriously or just dating you for a foodie call.
Tell you why the club scene is over. The club scene is over because men want to be women. And when I say men want to be women, they want to cut the line.
Of course they're going to try and get...
Yeah, who wouldn't want to cut the line in the club? Nobody wants to sit there and wait in a line, stupid.
Club recently for my friend's birthday, and I gotta say, I don't know how y'all do it. I don't ever go to the club, but he wanted to go, so I popped out for him. And that was the last time the club will ever see me. Paying anywhere from $20 to $50 just to get in, and then paying another $20 for a watered down drink just to stand around and listen to music that ain't even good. You can miss me with that.
I agree.
It's so true. And I feel like a lot of Gen Z guys, the younger generation, they're done and they're not even drinking. The younger generation's not even drinking. Look at this, all chicks. 90% girls. It's just a bunch of girls grinding on each other. And I always tell guys, you don't meet your wife at the club, you don't meet your husband at the bar. I say this all the time. And then it's mainly with Gen Z right now, is The Gen Z is actually drinking less alcohol compared to previous generations, a trend driven by increased focus on health, finances, and mental well-being, which has led to the rise of sober curiosity, is what they're calling it, a low, no alcohol option. However, recent data shows a recent increase in alcohol consumption for Gen Z, potentially due to greater financial independence and changing social dynamics, though many who drink still do so in moderation. Bro, when I was younger, we were drinking to get there. We were drinking to get there. You know what I'm saying? We were trying to forget where we were. When there are no guys to pay for our drinks at the first club, so we move clubs. And see, this is also another thing, is a lot of these women go to the clubs thinking dudes are just going to simp on them and pay for everything.
Yep.
When they're mid at best. That's the problem. These are...
And they're not even looking to like grind on any of the dudes. They're just trying to just dance to the circle of their friends and just get free drinks. It's like men have woken up to these games, so we're not going.
Everyday 4s and 5s. These are average girls just dressed in skimpy clothing looking for a handout. I don't see this. I don't see them any different from a beggar on the street. POV, you got money and spend it on insane trips with the boys instead of at the club or on useless fashion and jewelry. Yeah, dude, I would rather spend money on an experience like this than going to the club. In my opinion, the club's a waste of money. Chat.
Yeah, me and my guys, we got a trip that we do every single year where we rent out this stupid mansion. And then we just be hooping. There'd be like 25, 30 of us every year. And we'd just be hooping all day and just gaming and drinking and playing cards all night. It's mad dope.
UK is losing 5 nightclubs per week.
Wow.
And sadly, this is another one right in the heart of the city of London. Huge rents on these places. I mean, look at the size of it. Right.
Isn't it funny, though, that women are the ones going to the clubs, but women are the ones not spending their money? It's just a bunch of broke women going out looking for free stuff, bro.
That's why I close
St. Paul's, it would have cost tens of thousands of pounds per month to keep going. The place actually used to go all the way down there and down there. In fact, over 40% of nightclubs in the UK have closed since 2020.
Dang.
Wow.
And the
That's a
reason
lot.
for it is because the younger generation just aren't going out as much. They're spending more time on social media and interacting with friends and family in more of a digital way. And also...
No, they're probably just partying at the crib, too. Yeah. It's cheaper anyways. There's not going to be any drama. You don't have to worry about getting home at the end of the night. It's safer, cheaper. You control the music. You can control who comes in and out. It's way better to just drink at the crib.
The younger generation just aren't drinking as much anymore. In fact, 26% of people aged 18 to 24 don't drink at all. And that figures up from 15% just 10 years ago. And it's going more and more in that direction as people become more health conscious.
These days.
True, dude. I will say when I was a kid, the whole health, like workout, healthy living, healthy eating was not a thing, bro. Everybody back in the day was like, I eat steak and drink beer. That's just what it was. You know, even in high school, it's like the biggest dudes on the football team weren't eating good. They were just eating whatever, and we were all drinking beer on the weekends.
Y'all would go to a club and y'all would just stand around with your arms folded, just looking around waiting for y'all to drink. Like, this is how I know some of y'all ain't got no good big sisters or something, because when me and my sister went out, first thing that my sister would be like is, go to the bar and get a drink right now. I got the first round, who got the next round? It's like...
Ladies, it's a club, not a waiting room.
That's true. That's what a lot of women used to.
So this is what New York clubs do. The club is filled up, not even, I'm being sarcastic. It's this many people in the spot, and they have lines like this. This goes around the corner. This is for Zeddy Will. They won't let anybody inside, having people...
Why is... I'm just laughing because, like, why every city look the same? Because, like, when they just did that, they pan out just a bunch of, like, brothers and sisters in line trying to get to the club. I swear, that's, like, every major city in the country right there. I had to do a double take. I thought that was me in Minneapolis last weekend.
to pay to get in to cut the line, and you go nowhere. And they're holding everybody up there.
The reason they're doing that, though, is because these nightclubs are going broke. And they know that if they keep a line out, it makes it look more exclusive. And if they make you pay to get in, they're going to make more money. It's a money play. Because I don't know if maybe the margins are great on the drinks and things like that. But I think the bar the nightclub itself wants the money, and they don't want to have to split it with the people that work there. If they go in and they get the bar, then they're getting a split. But if they just make you pay $100, that's going straight to the club. I wanted to go to this club in Miami until I found out women get in free and they charge men $100.
Yo, Club Space, right? Space Club, Miami, Florida, right? VIP is only for women. That's kind of weird, in my opinion. Even like there could be levels to it.
Here's what I think: VIP should be free for women and bodybuilders. And bodybuilders, let's get active.
Yeah, that rule just
$100, bro. Here's my thing though: if you're worried about $100, you shouldn't be at the club.
I'll be honest, and this is for the women that complain about, oh, men don't approach me anymore, men don't want to go out anymore, the clubs are empty, the bars are empty. The truth is, men were never really interested in going out. And judging by, women saying that the bars are empty, still seems like that's the case. The only reason why we did that was to court women and to talk to women. Facts. But like with the modern women in 2025, it ain't worth going out no more. And I'm not saying like you can't go out, and chop it up with your boys once in a while. But in terms of going out to pursue women, like it's not worth it anymore. And if you think I'm lying, just take a look at your guy friends. I bet you their lives are mad simple and they could like go 6 months without even going to the club or to the bar or like to anywhere. They could just chill, hibernate in the crib and just chill. Because the reality is, like, a man doesn't really need much to survive.
Men stopped.
Facts, dude. Men stop going to the club. It's a waste of time, bro. You're not, like I said, you're not going to meet a girl that you're going to date at the bar.
Lived in multiple cities, and I remember there was a time when you could literally get into the club, like, just because you were a girl. Promoters would come out onto the street and look for girls, offer them bottles, offer them shots if they came into the club. Years ago, guy at the door, he was telling me, I hate it when girls just come to the club and expect to get in for free. I don't care how pretty you are going to stand in line. I was like, oh my gosh. Thinking to myself, where did I get the idea that girls go to the club and don't stand in line? Because I have this idea in my head that girls just don't stand in line at the club.
And it's also because women are begging for equality. And I don't want to be a bigot by letting you in early. We don't want to be bigots, gents.
That's right.
I don't want to be a guy that's a misogynist and letting these women in. We want equality. So we're going to make you wait in line just like all the other guys.
And we're going to charge you full price.
It's because now that I've been seeing all this discourse about club culture, it's because there was a time. It's like I forgot about it. It was so long ago, but there was a time when if you were a group of girls, you were definitely getting into the club for free. You were skipping the line because men bring the money and the men want to go where the girls are at, but not anymore. The men want to go where the men are at, and they just don't need girls to have a good time anymore. Specifically, remember, there was a time you'd be standing in a line outside and the man at the door would let all of the ladies come in and the men had to stand in line.
Yep.
That really happened. It's all coming back to me. But now it's gotten so bad on social media. The club, DJs, they will say, oh, we have this going on tonight, but just so you know, you will be standing in line. Okay.
Clubbing stop.
That's what it is, dude. That's what it is.
Oh my god, Destiny, what happened? We don't see you at the club anymore. Oh my god, Destiny, why aren't you at the club anymore? Oh my god, Destiny, you don't want to come out with us to the club anymore? No. The boys are on the couches. The boys are on the couches. Why would I come? And the boys are on the couches. Getting on the couch used to be a bad... Like, you used to have to be a bad... to be able to sit in the section on the couch. Like, you could have been a cute girl and you get into the section and you stand. All night, you're standing. Now you go to the club and it's only boys on the couch. It's only boys. There's not even a girl on there. It's only boys in the section standing on the couches. Mind you, I love the club. I love outside. I love...
Of course you do. Ratchet behavior.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
The club. I used to go to the club 5 nights a week. It's like...
Oh my god! What?
She's the village
5
bicycle.
nights a week?
Everyone's had a ride.
Yikes.
Holy
Not so bad.
crap.
Security used to know me by my first name, not check my bag, not check my ID, walk me in.
Oh, when you know security and you know the bouncers and the bartenders and dudes at the club, brother, it's not good.
That's how much I...
That's wild, man. How do you not have nothing to do in the morning on a weeknight? You could go to a club at 5 nights a week. And you just got nothing to do.
I love the club. But I went recently and I noticed 25 men sitting on the couch and all the girls on the floor standing around the table. And I can understand, maybe I got ugly. Maybe I got ugly and they don't want to let me on the couch. But there's not a single woman on the couch.
Maybe I got ugly.
Find that hard to believe.
If you're not paying...
You're just not her anymore, baby girl. You aged out. When you don't make it in time for free entry before 10:30 p.m. cutoff. Oh, you got dressed up and did all that, and you can't pay $15, $20 to get in?
Calling men.
Yeah, that's what I said. And yeah, women love calling men broke, but then they can't afford $10, $15 to get into a club.
Gotcha, bitch. I saw a meme that said, everything's embarrassing to these women except for begging for money. I was dying. So real, man. That's where they cut the line off.
Come on, bro.
Why would I, as a lady, pay $40 to get into the club?
Because you're mid. Mid women should pay.
With one
Chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. If you're mid, you should have to pay.
hour left. I'm standing out. First of all, this is the type of club where you make a reservation and you get in free. But I guess you're supposed to get there before a certain time, but didn't specify that you were supposed to get into the club before a certain time. So I'm trying to show the guy my
That sounds like it was your own incompetence there, my maiden.
code. The one guy talking about, oh, you got a reservation? This hating other man talking about, that's not good. It's $40. Why would I pay $40? Why would I pay $30? Why would I pay $20?
Just get used to
Because you want to go to the club that bad.
Club culture, man. It's
Now it's women.
it's women. Like, yo, if y'all came to the club to mingle, like how men come to the club to mingle, it would still be the same. No man goes to the club with the intention to not meet a woman. Women go to the club with the intention to not give a else in that.
It was this club in New York, and it was an all-women's club. The women was in it, just all of them were just on their phone. Like nobody was dancing. They wasn't even standing. They was in their phone.
That's how it would be with all men as well.
No. If it was an all man club, it'd have been empty because nobody would have went.
Why you have to come to a club with the intentions of meeting a guy though, or just a mingle?
Exactly.
Like I said, this is the reason that it's over with, bro.
Oh
like, yo,
God.
you wanna hang with your friends? Y'all can go to dinner. Y'all go to dinner. Y'all go to Dave and Buster's. Y'all go all the.
You gotta love. He's right though. Women killed the scene because that was where men could approach. We're having fun. The drinks are flowing. We can bring you. If I got a section, it puts me at a higher status. I can bring the girls up. I can talk to them. I can shoot my shot. But now women are like, ooh, no, I got a boyfriend. Like, wait, you're telling me you came out to the club with a boyfriend? This is crazy work.
Culture died when y'all started making women paid again. Okay, I know people love to say, oh, it was the music. They stopped making dancing music. No. It was when y'all started making women pay. Because at the end of the day, when I started clubbing, the women got in free and the men paid. Why? Because us women bring out the men. Men come because they know there's going to be girls there. And as soon as y'all started treating us like boys, it wasn't fun no more, okay?
But that's what you asked for, though. I'm so confused.
Anytime you go into a club and you first walk in and you scope the scenery, the first thing, this is how you know it's going to be a bad vibe. When you scope the scenery and you say, dang, there's a lot of here. There's a lot of men in here and not enough women. But every one woman, there's like 10. That ain't fun. Like, that's the thing that you're like, ooh, you might need to go somewhere else. There's too many.
Yeah, but the thing is, the reason guys stopped going is because women just want handouts.
And I know
now.
men say the same.
They want free drinks. They want to get approached. They want to get courted. They want to feel special, but they don't want to give a guy a chance and actually talk to him. That's the whole problem. Is guys don't go out there and want to pay a bunch of money just to sit with their boys. They can sit at the crib and do that. Low-key, event during the male loneliness epidemic, and there was no men to be found. Let's look at this. Maybe they just weren't that into you, baby girl.
I didn't even know these events were a real thing in real life. I just always thought they were just something in the movies. I've seen a couple of these videos now where women are complaining that men aren't going to these dating events. I was like, I didn't even know those actually, like, for real existed.
I'm gonna keep it a thou wow. For these events, it's really dicey because if you're gonna go out and meet these girls, more than likely they're reformed 304s that want to get into a relationship, because most girls that are conservative, maybe traditional, they're not going to be at these clubs and bars trying to find a boyfriend.
From the standpoint of a DJ, this is how entitled women are currently have destroyed the club scene. And this might be a long one, so lock in with me real quick. When it comes to the club scene, entitled women add absolutely nothing of value to the club scene. Please understand the difference. I'm not talking about normal women. Mm-hmm. We love them. Normal women, y'all are great. The club scene would not be the club scene without normal women. Normal, everyday, go to have fun. They're not mean, they're not rude, they're stern, they're assertive, but they go to have fun, they drink, they like those women we love y'all. I'm talking about.
The problem is now the normal women all think they're baddies. Every woman now thinks she's a 10.
Yeah.
That's the problem, is all the normal women that used to be like, oh, I know my place. I know what pecking order I'm in. Now they all think they're knights and 10s. And so every girl thinks she's a baddie now.
About a very particular type of woman, the entitled woman. The entitled woman doesn't want to wait in line. She doesn't want to pay to get in.
Yep.
She doesn't want to pay for a drink. She doesn't want to tip the bartender, and she doesn't want to follow any of the club rules. This type of woman thinks everything.
Then they don't want to talk to guys. They don't want to dance. They just want to sit there with their girlies and record Instagram videos.
Yep.
That's what they want to do.
And get free drinks. And all these girls are 30, 35 plus.
Revolves around her. She thinks because she's attractive that the world should just be given to her. And let me be clear. She thinks she's attractive. Whether or not she is or not has nothing to do with it, but she thinks so. And to her, that's enough.
Yep.
Entitled women at the club are like locusts. Like they come in there and they're just trying to manipulate the bartenders, the security guard, the DJ, the owners, to just try to get anything they want. And it's like they add absolutely nothing of value.
That's the problem today. Too many women think.
I mean, I agree. And it's the regular, everyday, mundane 4s and 5s that think they're 9s and 10s. That's the whole thing. POV, you spend your money trying new things and not the clubs. This to me looks way more exciting than going to the club.
See that? He's having...
And I think this is what the younger generation is finally seeing. And then the older guys are like, I'm cool with having my peace. I don't really need to go to the club.
And if you're a big drinker, you can still do that by just doing different activities. So like, I like to golf. So that's a great drinking activity. You could go to the movies. You can go watch a sporting event. Go to a football game, basketball game, hockey game, whatever, baseball game. You could just drink at the crib. You could even grab drinks and do any of those activities, like the zip lining and the mini golf and whatever. Arcades.
Why I feel like New York City club culture is dying is simply because the men want to be the baddie. The men are dancing behind the DJ booths. The men are not buying drinks. The men want to be approached. Now, granted, this is not all men, but like majority of men now think they are the prize, so they step in these spaces. And
I hate to be the bearer of good news, but men are the prize. Just saying. Let's think about it mathematically. So if you have a bunch of dudes in your DM shooting your shot, and you only pick one, that's telling me that he had so much value that you chose him. Okay? Men are the prize. Men have to build their value, and women are born with theirs. Chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. As a man, you have to go out into the world and conquer things, become successful, make money, build some sort of career, have some sort of status, have some sort of money, have assets, be charismatic, be funny, be well put together, be in shape to be deemed high value by other men. As a woman, you know how you get deemed high value from other women? Just exist. Do you have a pulse? Cool, you're a baddie. You're a 10. Us as men have much higher standards when it comes to deeming another man high value versus what the standards are for women. Women will think as long as you got a pulse and your ankles don't break when you walk outside and you're a big back, that you're a 10. Yes, queen, you're a 10. The body positivity movement came from a bunch of insecure big backed women that were like, I'm fat, other men should like that. Newsflash, we don't. I don't know a lot of men walking around talking about where are all the big fat women at. It's not a thing. It's not a thing. Men care about what's in that mirror and what's on that scale. That's what we really care about. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. We got a lot of men that watch. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. We care about what's in that mirror and what's on that scale. And as long as you're fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive, and have no children, we're cool. It's y'all that think we don't care about that. And it's always the women telling men what we should care about.
Right.
And then women can always say what a real man is, but men can never say what a real woman is. Isn't that funny, Chad?
Yeah.
Now they want to be that spectacle by other men and by women too. And so because of this, women are no longer just in this space for fun. Women can't go behind the DJ booths. Women have to focus on things like the music, like the technicalities of the experience, rather than just thriving in the experience itself. And I didn't even know how many women were actually paying to party. Personally, if I have to pay, I'm not going. Where is the list? But a lot of women are paying to party. So now it's like, well, men want to be the baddies. I have to pay to party. They're not really playing music that I enjoy consistently. I'm not having a good time. And if women are not having a good time, men are not going to have a good time simply because the women bring the function.
Her biggest problem?
If women brought femininity and danced and had good vibes, then the club seemed to be fine.
Yeah.
You and the boys stayed home and grilled instead of going out. See, I'd take this.
There you go. Grilling out at one of the homies' cribs. And yeah, that'd be lit.
Every day. I would take this every day over going to the club. And this is why I think women are just so mad, is because they realize now that men aren't willing to just foot the bill for their fun. Men are like, nah, y'all shamed us so long for being who we want to be that we'll just go chill with ourselves.
Cipriani last night in Beverly Hills. The vibe was so dead. I mean, as soon as I walked in, I was like, oh my God. I don't know what's up with LA scenery. It's not it. Literally, not it at all. After that, we went for a drink to Gravitas, a private club. It was empty. So I don't know what's happening with LA, because the scene is just, there's nowhere to go. There's people
From New York all the way to LA. Love it. They're all just facing the same problems.
people are not out. I don't know. I guess they're not going out anymore. Maybe a lot of people moved, but the scene in LA is dead. Literally, I don't even feel like going out because it's just, the vibes are off.
Clubs in LA are
Yeah, well, you got to think LA is probably one of the most egotistical, superficial places on the planet. When you see a group of guys trying to get in the club, but they don't want to pay for a table. Just strutting up. Baby girl, get behind that valet booth and park my car. What are you talking about?
So a few months ago, I made a video titled Dating in DC, talking about how there are more women than men at the club, and that gives them this disproportionate advantage where they now kind of act and behave as if they're the prize. And a lot of people...
Bro, when am I going to start? Like, so many women are saying that men are acting like they're the prize. Men are the prize. It's simple. I've laid it out so many times, chat. Men are the prize.
Well, either agreed or said that I was male-centered, and I basically was like, okay, I will never talk about this on the internet again. And then I was scrolling on Posh, and I came across this. So apparently this weekend, there was this event called Women Love Beards. Essentially what it is, and I will read you the description from the organizers.
It's my kind of event right there.
Basically, they say in order to maintain gender balance experience, the men get in for free and the women pay $35 for entry. So this is the men's page, and then I'll show you the women's page. There's a whole separate page for women to pay to be in the company of men.
Ooh.
Guys, I fear we've lost the plot. I mean, I get it. This is how they're solving for it. But when I said that there's a gender imbalance and it's making men act like they're the prize, this is what we get.
Men pay for your fun every night.
That's what I'm saying. Well, the thing is, they've begged and begged and begged for equality, and now they're getting it. Now they're mad.
I'll get a table and invite no women. I'm like, this is just me and my boys hanging out. We're having a good time. Like, I can't stand a promoter table at a club. Promoters are the grossest people on the face of the planet. Nobody likes you. People are pretending to be your friends so they can get a spot at your table.
I don't know anything about club culture, okay? I don't frequent it often.
It's awful.
I understand it's fun. There's girls here.
Not in LA. That's the thing about LA clubs. Nobody has any fun. Everyone goes to stand around or like be on their phone. It's the saddest thing you've ever seen.
Dang, it's nationwide. I was just saying that earlier in the video. The girls aren't even there to dance or twerk no more. And he's saying not in LA, not in New York. Dang, I thought it was just where I'd be at. So it's nationwide.
Not at the club. We're paying for everything.
But you see, the men are different.
The
men are much more respectful.
No, because like before, you could have like you be dancing, and then after a while you got to turn back like, who the f- is this? No, I could be pushing back like, he gonna come? Right? Like I here doing the most work.
Sir, grab this wine.
No, but he's even the one. They ain't coming for wine no more. Like they stand up watching.
The whole touching thing, because I always used to have an SVD and it used to make me so annoyed when you pass people, they got to touch you.
Yeah, that's
especially
true.
the men. Now,
nobody
They
hands
don't
up,
even
girl.
come at all. I was surprised when somebody come behind me.
Honestly,
it was very shocking.
I'm kind of confused. You guys sound like you're upset. You don't get
no, because
bum rushed
now
anymore.
look,
Women really need to make up their...
That's the thing. Women have asked to not be touched, and then men don't touch them, and then they're mad that they don't get touched. You can't make...
Shout out to the homie for calling them out.
This stuff up. The stories write themselves. Your dad spends $275,000 opening a bar, and it's empty.
Men got tired of paying for the
Lord,
party.
look at that. I mean, dude, that's a lot of coin, bro. 275 grand.
I'm surprised to see it. That it's nationwide. Kind of love to see it. Men everywhere are getting a line. Yeah, going out is not where it's at. There's tons of way to have fun. Even if you want to drink, there's other ways to do it. That's a lot more fun, a lot more safe, and a lot more inexpensive. So shout outs to the homie Levi next for the video. Like, comment, subscribe to your boy, help him out against the algorithm, and we'll catch you on the next one.